An environmental product declaration, in short EPD, is the fact sheet about the environmental footprint of a product. An EPD considers the environmental impacts throughout the value chain, so from raw materials to the end of life. For example, it discloses the CO2 emissions in the different stages of the product life cycle and thus indicates the global warming potential of the product. An EPD is a voluntary declaration. It is valid for 5 years and must be renewed afterwards. The assessment is in accordance with international standards, like the European norm EN 15804 for construction products. What is important? The document and all calculations are third-party verified. Thus, they can be considered independent. To calculate the environmental emissions of a product, the full life cycle should be considered. First, all supplied raw and semi-finished materials are analyzed based on the bill of material. Afterwards, the transportation to the Geberit facilities and the energy consumption during production is analyzed. Furthermore, we look at the downstream value chain and estimate emissions that are not directly related to our production. For example, emissions in the use phase can be assessed. However, these are often excluded due to uncertain use scenarios or low relevance. And finally, impacts that occur in the end-of-life stage are calculated. Briefly, an EPD gives comprehensive information on many indicators: CO2 emissions, energy consumption, as well as water consumption, recyclability, or hazardous substances. More than a third of all CO2 emissions around the world stem from the construction and operation of buildings. As you can imagine, there's a lot of leverage in this area to reduce the global emission footprint. Here, EPDs can support developers, architects, or planners in making informed decisions. Why? Because they provide objective information on the environmental impact of Geberit products. You can think of it like in the food industry, where the ingredients are listed on the packaging. In this way, stakeholders are able to compare products and choose the most ecological solution. Additionally, most green building certification frameworks grant credits for products and systems with an EPD. In a nutshell, having an EPD can be a competitive advantage. Eventually, EPDs demonstrate and promote Geberit's leading role in the transformation towards a sustainable sanitary industry. EPDs are linked to single sales articles. However, several articles that are very similar are usually included in one declaration. Until now, Geberit has published several EPDs that cover thousands of articles. For example, there are about 10 EPDs for the piping systems, a generic EPD for ceramic products, or our newest EPD for the Duofix WC installation element. Overall, products with an EPD make 30% of Geberit sales. For more information, please contact Corporate Communication or Corporate Sustainability.